Hello gamers, this is DNH and welcome back to SkyBlock Quickcarpet. So I'm over here by the horses again. I have this mob cap counter on thing, which is part of Quickcarpet. So the numbers up at the top, 0 of 70 is hostile mobs, 6 of 10 is passive mobs. So it's counting these two horses, and then I'm pretty positive there are 4 passive mobs within the spawn chunks back at base. It's probably like cats and stuff. It's going to be hard to find. I might try to clear it out, but you know, when I'm clearing them out, they just respawn again. It's really tough. So if I start to move away, basically in passive mob spawns, it's 17 chunks centered on the player I looked up. So basically I have to go about almost 300 blocks away. And I guess I could open this up. So this is moving on the x-axis, and that was at about I don't know 3,800 or something like that. So eventually, we're gonna see that sorry, I got distracted. Eventually, we're gonna see that number 6 up at the top is gonna go down to 4 because it's gonna deload the 2 horses. And it's probably going to be when I get around 3,500 is my guess. A little bit less than that, actually, because it was probably a little bit more than 3,800, and it's more like 280 blocks away. Eventually, that's going to go down to 4, and those 4 are sort of permanently loaded, like I said, I think from the spawn chunks. So we're coming in toward the third. Okay, so right about there. Yeah, so it's about 270, 280. So it's gone down to 4. Now it's never, well, not never, but it's not going to go lower than 4 because there are 4, like I said, I think loaded in my spawn area. So eventually that's going to jump back up to 8 when I load in the 2 sheep, the 1 pig, and the 1 cow. Unfortunately, I have to try to keep that number under 10. It is fortunate that it appears those horses are not counting in that cap, which is great. So they did move far enough away, and basically these things don't have to be that far away in order to not load up. So that's good. I'm excited about that. Because I need to spawn a bunch of different animals on a bunch of different platforms. Really, the 4 in spawn is a difficult thing. I did start killing cats, not the ones that I tamed, but just sort of passively spawned cats because they appear to count in this cap, which kind of sucks. But you know, whatever. I don't like killing cats, much like I don't like killing horses. But you know, what are you gonna do? Okay, so 5. What did it count? 6. One of those sheep is probably really close at this point. I don't think there's anything else. That llama that was spawned kind of went away. 8. Okay, and it should, and I tried to make my render distance about what it loads in, so about 17 chunks. So I've worked some amount on the okay, so it's 8. I'm going to take my tab off of that because it's not going to go above 8, or at least it shouldn't. I can keep checking it occasionally. I've worked some on the barn. Really, it's insane how much dirt you use when you're just making a little thing. I get very aggressive with building these cobblestone pads because I have a ton of cobblestone, but then trying to get dirt to populate those just takes an insane amount. But so I've been back to my silverfish farm several times to grind gravel and then converting that gravel into dirt. I did finish the area with the sheep. So this is basically the sheep pen, and I moved the 2 sheep over into here. Again, I'm trying to keep numbers down because I have to keep under that 10 to try to spawn another cow, another pig, and also to, I want to spawn mooshroom also. So I made the kind of path that I was envisioning. I still haven't really done anything in here. But basically over here, so I have, this is the sheep's area, and there's a lot of changes in elevation, and then I have the 2 sheep that had spawned. They're just kind of hanging out over here. But yeah, I'll show you just this goes and covers that. I'm pretty happy with that. And then over there I have a pig pen. I'm not the happiest with the pig pen area yet. Maybe some more decoration will work for this, but so you come into here, and I did put down Podzol, which I think looks great for a pig pen, and the 1 pig is over here. And then this just kind of wraps around into this area. And I'm going to put, like, I don't know, barrels or blah or whatever to kind of decorate it out. But yeah, and then there's the 1 pig. And then eventually this over here will be a big cow area. I haven't really worked on that yet. And I have to go over there for the mooshrooms. So and then there's this 1 cow that's still hanging out over here. And I think I'll keep this area with a single cow. Just kind of like, I sort of envision this over here as maybe a picnic area. I might make some tables or things. And then I want to keep like 1 cow so you can kind of look, oh, hey, petting zoo cow, blah, blah, blah. And then I'll make some other stuff out here. I'm probably going to make a way to go to the mooshroom area this direction. I'm thinking about something like maybe even a hedge maze over here. I don't know. So I am going to really quick, though, go build the pad. Let me sleep real quick. I have at least start on the pad. I don't know that I'm going to film that totally within this episode. I want to make sure I have enough cobblestone, though, and I have the mycelium and some coarse dirt with some hose, because I want to. I might start trying to spawn the mooshrooms. I also need to make sure, though, that the spawning pad is in the proper biome. It needs to be in mooshroom fields. And there is like mooshroom field shores. I think you can still spawn mooshrooms in that, but I'm not probably going to chance it. I'll probably make sure I'm putting all of the mycelium in the biome that is mooshroom fields. So, yeah, it might not look... I mean, I'm happy with how much is progressing. I don't know, it might not look like I've done that much since the last time, but trust me, I've been killing tons of silverfish and grinding tons of dirt and gravel and everything else. So that is... it's just a lot of work to kind of add up to that. Okay, so this does say mooshroom fields, as long as I stay within the, I mean, this is going to be what? Mountains, so it's not really going to spawn anything on there. So as long as I mean, there's a few that are going to jump out, but that's okay. Unfortunately, this is also saying still 8 of 10. So it's loading all 4 of those guys, plus the 4 that are at spawn. You know, I don't, but I don't want to mess with the building this bigger right this second, because it's not going to matter that much. I might... you know, crud. So I might try to go to spawn and find those 4 animals that are spawned. The problem with that is basically, you know, I can find them, but then more just respawn, right? It's hard for me to prevent them from spawning. So this is probably fine. I'm just gonna, for now, because I can build this bigger, and actually I'm gonna build probably like a mooshroom looking area over here anyway, that's accessible from over there, but I just want to start the process. So I'm going to put down some of this mycelium, and boom. Okay. making sure it's kind of all spread out there. And then I'm going to fill in the rest with this coarse dirt and then hoe the dirt so that it can, did I go 1, 2? No, I didn't. That's fine. So that it can spread. Yeah. That's basically all I'm going to do this episode. I don't know if I'm going to I'm not going to try right now. If I have trouble, I might try finding the 4 things that are at spawn to try to get the cap up. I can always also move some of those animals out, and I have cows and pigs and cows and pigs are the ones I needed. I have those at spawn, so I could always bring some from spawn. Yeah, so that's good. That should spread. That one, yeah, that's okay. So I can always bring some of those from spawn, but yeah, I mean, and obviously I'll need mushrooms to spawn there, and I say enough in this area that it should be loaded in, and hopefully I'll spawn a couple of them. I haven't really spawned any other animals that I've had to kill since the last episode, although spending time over here, I don't know how much that pad is loaded. It's close, but yeah. It's not a huge rush. I can always just AFK near a pad to spawn things, or I can move animals around 400 or 500 blocks. Obviously, if I moved all of the animals down to where those horses are, they're very clearly not in the spawn radius, and it probably doesn't even need to be that far, honestly. I forget where I was. I think I was just south of the tower when those animals started popping into the spawn range, so I could move them. I wouldn't even probably have to go as far as where the horses are. Well, I wouldn't have to go as far as where the horses are, and they're still within the spawn range. And, this platform is going to be close to the spawning range for spawning things that are in the taiga biome, although this is the very edge of the taiga biome. I could always go way further into the taiga biome, no big deal. And then the jungle biome that's way over there, I mean, very clearly that's outside of the range. But yeah, so I mean, if you look at this, like this is just barely into taiga, and I mean, I could go way, way out there to get taiga, so no big thing. Yeah, I wanted to give you, see 6, it was already starting to deload, so the pig would be the first one, and then the cow, so it's still loading probably the 2 sheep and now 1 sheep. I could probably, I don't want to accidentally fall off, and then it's going to start, there you go, 6, back to 7, back to 8, there's 7, back to 8, okay. I mean, and you can see the things starting to load in. I guess I could up my render distance a little bit, because it's clearly loading in the cap a little bit ahead of the render distance, but yeah. I just wanted to give you a quick update. Not a huge amount of building to show you, although I'm getting pretty close. A cow area and then the mooshrooms. And I don't know if I'm going to do the mooshroom thing before my time lapse or not. I probably, once I finish the cow area, will have to see how long the time lapse is, maybe, because I feel like I've built a number of things. I don't want to make the time lapses too long, but I don't want to make them too short either. It's kind of a difficult thing to judge. I felt like my beach one was way too long, and I had to really, really speed up the footage way more than I wanted to make it a reasonable length. And so there's obviously a trade-off there, but yeah. The life of somebody trying to share their Minecraft stuff on YouTube. But yeah, I do like the way this has turned out. I like the sheep area. I like kind of this glass divider, although I am absolutely going to go with probably these down one when they can connect to the glass panes when I update to 1.16. But yeah, I'm going to go. As always, gamers, have a good evening, day, and night. Minecraft time lapse mob traps, world maps, cat naps, rap tracks perhaps. You'll tune in and watch the hijinks, and if you like, click the up and subscribe links.